Hi everybody! Today is Saturday, the 26th of February, and we are up in Oxford again. The day started by kind of going over our list and drinking some coffee and then pilling our friend's cat, which went okay. Oh, who's a good kitty?
Good kitty.
Let's just get this over with. Can you please just get this over with? Can we stand you up? Stand you up? Yeah. Please, open please, open please, come on, please to be opening, come on, please be opening, come on, good kitty, yeah, good kitty, oh shit, oh, let's try that one more time, please,
Good kitty.
one more time please, buddy, I know, it's not nice, come on. Good kitty. Good kitty.
Good kitty, Seamus. Good kitty, buddy. Good kitty. Yes, you are.
Buddy.
Good kitty. Good kitty. You can stay on the table as long as you want to.
Yeah, kitty.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Oh, we're trying to get you betters. Trying to get you betters. You don't have drippy eyeballs the whole time, huh? Not the funnest thing to do. We had to get him out from under a chair this morning. But then we got the final cabinets loaded up into my car. We got the some pavers for the gravel here outside that we want to, until we get the rain catchment system up. We just want to kind of protect the gravel. We got the kitchen sink, the kitchen range both up here today. We brought up our battery and an iron. We'll see if that works to do the edges of the countertops that we need to hit. And then we're going to modify a countertop for in this little room. And we brought a radio today. And so that's this guy. So we have not just the same playlist. We're going to start with the countertop in here and get maybe the sink and the cooktop installed, and then we're going to put in the other cabinets for the electrical and the bonus room, and then if we have time we'll just keep on moving and start getting some of the lights and switches and fans and all of that sort of fun stuff installed and wired up. So plenty to do. We're going to get it warm in here and then get moving on this stuff.
Super beautiful day today.
When we drove in, there were about 40 turkeys up at the end of this open area, and they all ran off into the trees. They didn't fly away, they just ran off. It was cute.
Our big raptor friend was here again today too. We still haven't been able to identify what kind of a raptor we have living right by the cabin, because as soon as we get close, he or she just flies off and gives a screech. A little slippery coming in on the driveway. I hope we get out of here okay. It'd be nice if a ton of this stuff would melt. Here's the pavers we're going to put alongside here so that we don't wash away our gravel until we get some gutters up there. Looking forward to a great day.
The Ideas Network. Listen online anytime at WPR.org.
Hey, like a new crimper.
This is a stripper and I love it.
Stripper, that's what she said.
I need a fixture.
40 acres of
Alrighty. Now I know.
So this is a little LED puck light, and it's got little prongs that hold it into the holes, and so these three will be on one circuit with a little dimmer switch over here. So it's got the positive and the negative marked out for me. I'm going to strip these a little bit more as well, but then I'll put them in line and we'll be good to go.
It's to the best of our knowledge. I'm hamstring champs. That dream of owning land, growing food to feed your family and your neighbors, maybe it's not so old-fashioned even today. What if reparations were finally paid right now as land? Would anyone want it? We'll meet Leah Penn. Land really is the basis of everything. Without land, we can't build our homes, we can't grow our food, have our businesses, have security for the future. I grew up in a rural town called Ashburnham, Massachusetts. I was mostly raised by my father, along with my two siblings. I met like most kids without a lot of means, you gotta get a summer job as soon as you are of age so you can pay for your stuff and save for college and all that. So
We get more on those too.
I'll get more on that one.
Project outside of Boston when I was 16. And being a teenager is complicated. Being a teenager who identifies as black and was raised in this rural town is even more complicated. And farming is elegantly simple. You put a seed, you tend it, you harvest it, you feed the community, it's good. No one can tell you it's not good. And that was the kind of rock that I needed in those challenging times. I was hooked. I kept farming and I haven't stopped for 23 years. Leah Penn is founding co-director of Soul
Ta-da!
in Grafton, New York.
What are you doing?
Well, we've got the circuits here where we've got this one. This one comes from the fuse box, so this is going to feed the reading lights,
which will just have power, the lights, which will be on a dimmer switch, and the outside lights. And so they make these nut things where you can just strip the wire and push it in and it snaps into place, and you can put multiple wires. They come in like 4s and 6s and 8s maybe. And I'm just counting up how many of those I want, because I don't think I want to have 6 over there, for instance, on that circuit. I've got 6 individual wires that need to connect with the one going back to the battery, and I don't want to put those in a wire nut. So I'm pivoting my plan a little bit, but I'm just going to figure out how many of what type of gang I need, and then we'll buy those before we come back.
Hey, Jen and Jay, Tom and Mary, anybody else who might be watching. We had a pretty productive day today. Again, what day were we talking about today? Saturday. So today we put in the sink and the stove top. Got those cutouts in place. We put the countertop in. That went pretty smoothly, although the countertop ended up being about 1/8 to 1/4 short, which is kind of upsetting, but what are you gonna do? We're just gonna use it. It's just a cabin. Deer stand. We also put in 2 cabinets here in the changing area or wash area or restroom area that we're going to be having here. A couple cabinets and a countertop. That's where the sink will go. Just a little hand washing sink. Jen put in all of the lights today. Most of the lights today. These are the puck lights we've been talking about that were pre-wired. And we put out pavers today on the side of the deer stand. So we're not going to have gutters for a while. We just putting these down to catch some of this runoff because it comes off at pretty high velocity, and we don't want to wash everything away. Pretty beautiful day. We're getting ready to go. Tomorrow's another day, and pretty happy with our progress. Anything you want to add, Jen?
I don't think so. We're just keeping on moving on here, one thing at a time. This is the cabinet we put in. This one's not installed entirely, but that's where the electrical will be. The battery will just sit in the bottom. That's why we don't have it up on legs. But you can see we've got all the wires entering in, and once I mount the board that the fuse box is on and the switch is on, then I can start actually...
So that'll go up here?
Yeah.
All the way up, or about so. The battery will be in the bottom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. Hey, we are trying to get to 100 subscriptions so that we can have a vanity URL on YouTube. So if you don't mind, maybe you're a friend of ours, maybe not, please click subscribe, and maybe we'll get to 100 sooner than later. Thanks.